James Harden has finally got what he's been asking for, and that's to get away from Daryl Morey and the Philadelphia 76ers. Today, the Philadelphia 76ers agreed to trade James Harden and PJ Tucker to the Los Angeles Clippers for Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, Kenyon Martin Jr., and a few draft picks. We also going to discuss the Kevin Durant Wembanyama matchup that happened tonight. I'm DjThaGateway. Let's talk about it. James Harden has finally been traded away from the 76ers to the Los Angeles Clippers. There was his rumored desired landing spot. So James Harden, to me personally, he has a lot to prove this year. He has been bouncing around from team to team. He hasn't really made a big impact, especially in meaningful games like playoff games. And now that you finally got what you wanted, again, you wanted to be with the Nets, you got that. You wanted to be with the Sixers, you got that. Now you wanted to be on the Clippers, you finally got what you're asking for. James Harden this season specifically has a lot to prove. And the Clippers in general, their core team has a lot to prove with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George being the hammer of their team. I think they have a lot to prove this year. I think if they don't make a deep playoff run, we're going to see the end of the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George era in the Los Angeles Clippers. Moving on. Tonight we had the big matchup, major blockbuster matchup, Kevin Durant versus Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama is on record saying that he watched a lot of Kevin Durant film to study and pick up skills for his game, and you can kind of see it on the court. Tonight they go head to head. Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns tonight without Devin Booker and Bradley Beal again jumped up to an early lead. Kevin Durant was making some plays. Victor Wembanyama, being Victor Wembanyama, made him a couple of plays. Victor Wembanyama had a slow first half though. But slowly and surely, the Spurs started picking up that tempo, started scoring some buckets, started getting some stops, and they got back in the game. And at the end of the game, it was kind of a coaching and a player mishap on the Suns' end. They should have called a timeout to advance the ball. They didn't after Victor Wembanyama made it a 1-point game. And then they end up getting a steal. Some people, including myself, thought that this was a foul. This play was a foul at the end of the game where they stole the ball from Kevin Durant and made the go-ahead bucket. But all in all, the Spurs did come back from a 20-point deficit. So even though the end of the game is questionable, they came back and they made it a game. I think Victor Wembanyama is making the claim to put his best foot forward against the NBA's top players. Like, I'm watching him play, he always kind of start off slow, get himself worked into the game. But when it's crunch time, Victor Wembanyama at 19 years old wants the ball in his hand. I think he's going to be a great player, but I do think he still got a lot of things to pick up on as far as like understanding NBA gameplay, but I think he's going to be a great player. Kevin Durant was out again without Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. The Suns is going to be an interesting team like the Clippers. There's a lot of people that need the ball in their hand that wants to handle the ball. The Clippers even more than the Suns because they have 4 guards plus Bones Highland plus Powell, Norman Powell. That's going to be a difficult adjusting period for everybody, but I think they're going to be all right. I don't know. They have a lot to prove. Like I said earlier, the Suns as well. But I think even without Booker and Beal, Durant has been leading this team well. And they had a 20-point lead. They made a couple of stupid plays at the end, dumb plays at the end. But the Suns will be at least, if not in the Western Conference, not in the finals, they'll be in the Western Conference Finals this year. It's still early in the season. A lot of talk has been going on, but it's only been a week or two in NBA season. The season is still pretty early. It's kind of crazy for me to say, but if the Spurs continue to look good, the kid Vasil, he also pretty decent. He's also making a lot of big plays for the Spurs. But is Victor Wembanyama going to make a case to be Rookie of the Year and MVP of the league? Y'all let me know. We out. Thanks for watching the Gateway News. Make sure you subscribe for more content.